Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading What's a Simple Weight Loss Tip That's Helped You? Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. Watch YouTube videos. I started my weight loss journey when quarantine started, approximately 10 weeks ago, and I've lost 8.5 kilograms so far, all through watching YouTube videos. Don't know what to eat for dinner? Watch a YouTube video on healthy low-cal recipes. Not sure what exercise to do? YouTube search 15 minutes HIIT. Stuck in a plateau or lacking motivation? Watch a video on my weight loss journey or even a Luke Narwhal video. Watching YouTube videos has made me so much more knowledgeable on all things exercise and nutrition. I like seeing what has worked for other people and implementing it into my lifestyle. I also like knowing the science behind different techniques so I can know health benefits and why it will help you lose weight. Example, intermittent fasting, how to increase your metabolism, etc. Eating out of bowls. I did a test the other day where I tipped my dinner onto a plate and I was not impressed. I then tipped the leftovers into a bowl and it gave the illusion I was eating more. Safe to say, I very rarely eat off a plate after that. It sounds silly, but I do think that is a big part of why I lost weight. I do this, but I also use smaller plates and bowls. It has helped me feel like I have a lot of food, and if I go back for more, it's because I am still genuinely hungry. Count every single calorie. MyFitnessPal makes you aware of what you're eating and how much of it, and shows you the numbers. I used to only calorie count on good days because I knew when I binged the number would be bad, so I didn't think I needed to see what it was because bad is bad. Wrong. Of course, I know the food I was eating wasn't the best, but I didn't think I was actually eating 3,000 plus calories daily. Then with MyFitnessPal showing you the projected number on the scale 5 weeks from now, it's extremely useful in holding yourself accountable. Now I eat well because I want to see a lower weight number predicted at the end of the day, and it also makes me happy knowing all my good choices will pay off. For me, it's the simplest thing, water. It's easily accessible and beneficial in so many ways. I try to drink my body weight in ounces of water every day. I especially drink a glass of water right before a meal. That way I'll feel full a lot sooner. Stop drinking soda. I used to drink like 3 to 4 cans of soda a day when I was in middle school and high school. I drank it like it was water instead of actually drinking water. I replaced soda with water or tea, and it was the best decision I could have made for my health. I actually tried to drink a Coke, my favorite back then, a few weeks ago, after not having drank it in years, and it tasted horrible. It tasted like a mix of chemicals, which it basically is. I saw somewhere on YouTube a method of keeping yourself on track and motivated. Basically, you tell yourself whatever goal you have in mind every time you feel like you are slipping. You also say it repeatedly all day. You can say it out loud or simply think about it. I lost 120 pounds as of June 7, 2020, and it really helped me in the beginning of my weight loss. I do it even now without really thinking to do it. Unfortunately, I haven't heard too many people talk about it. Intermittent fasting. There are plenty of ways you can fast during a diet, like a 12-12 fast, 16-8, 24, or however you please. The idea isn't to restrict yourself from eating though, especially if you might have binged the night before. That should never be why you fast. Use it as a means of better controlling your caloric intake throughout the day and routinely getting yourself into the habit of eating less or having smaller portions. Keep in mind too that everyone's body is different. I'd rather have 2 moderately sized meals at lunch and dinner than to have a small breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because personally, I feel hungrier when I do that. And I can't stress enough how much help water is when you're fasting too. Coffee and tea are cool too, but they're not my thing because again, it's all personal preference. So there's also no need to severely limit yourself if you still want that 0-calorie drink. I've heard this one a lot on here. To think that this is my new lifestyle has really helped me. It changed my perspective on this weight loss journey. This journey is not a temporary fix, band-aid that whatever I'm doing, I will continue to do for a better life. It has helped me really notice my body, what I need to fuel it. It's only been a month and a half, but it's working. I've made peace with this life and I've adjusted to what works. Writing everything down. I have a weight loss diary for it. Daily calorie intake, daily weight, and exercise. I set goals for every week, like I will exercise 5 times, eat around 9,000 to 9,500 kcal, and lose 0.8 kilograms this week. It is more manageable like that because I used to get so discouraged after a bad day that I'd give up for the week. Now I know that one night out won't ruin my week, but I have to restrict a little more every day to be able to go out on a Sunday. And week by week, I can see the progress. It feels so good to see that I completed the week and it wasn't even that hard. It gives me motivation to continue. You can do anything for a week, right? Also, set non-scale related goals. Mine is now to do 10 correct pull-ups and run 8 kilometers by the end of the month, but the first one was 2 kilometers without stopping. So good luck. It's a cliche, but the mindset part is the hardest. Every tip and hack you do is to help change the mindset. If it would be easy, everybody would be fit. Eating salad with your meal. It doesn't have to be an all-out salad with different vegetables, but just a few veggies on the side. I always fill my plate half full with vegetables. Not only does it fill you up and keep you from overeating other foods that are more dense in calories than vegetables, but not a lot of people eat the daily suggested amount of vegetables, and it helps me meet the requirements. Don't listen when people say it's okay to have X. Cheating on your diet isn't a big deal. They are enabling you. Eat what feels right. If you think eating X will make you binge, then don't listen to them. If you think that you'll be okay to eat X, then do it. Listen to your body. I know for me, eating things that are junk foods at this stage is really hard because I want more and don't know when to stop, so I choose not to and find healthy alternatives. Want sugar? Eat fruit. Want chips? Eat some crackers or nuts. I love rice crackers. I think that's the best advice I've got. Also, you can do it. Make sure that you're getting your protein. I was having trouble for the longest time eating within my calorie limit and barely moving on the scales, going up a kilo here, down half a kilo there, and it honestly started really getting to me. Then I got the little tidbit of advice to increase my protein and to make sure I'm hitting a certain goal every day. You gotta make sure you're giving your metabolism the best boost you can. Quitting added sugar really helped me get over a plateau. I had a pretty slow weight loss journey and the last kilograms wouldn't go away. Once I decided to quit added sugar, the last few kilos disappeared so quickly. I quit cold turkey and the first 2 weeks were hard, but now I feel better than ever. The process of quitting added sugar is not simple per se, but on paper, you say no to stuff your body doesn't need. Just start by saying no to cookies. Stop eating so much bread. I'm the type of person who loves bread with a passion and would eat it with just about every meal. Well, once I finally got serious about losing weight, that was the first thing to go, and holy crap, the way my body felt after was amazing. I wasn't constantly bloated, and the weight dropped fairly quickly. Of course, when quarantine happened, I fell off track a bit, but things are getting back underway. My number one weight loss tip is to get your mental health in order. If your mind is not healthy, it will be hard to get your body healthy. Seek therapy and try to work at your issues surrounding food, ED, emotional distress, trauma, body image, self-esteem, etc. With new insights and coping mechanisms, you can gain the mental strength to succeed at weight loss and maintain your new lifestyle choices. Walking and cardio. It is common to hear that you can't out-train a bad diet, which I agree you can't. However, getting in steps is important to lower your cortisol and burn any excess calories you may be consuming. For instance, if you walk 10k steps a day, you burn around 500 calories extra compared to if you didn't. Let's say you accidentally slipped and ate a piece of cake or forgot to track an extra serving of pasta. By simply walking 10k steps, you can eliminate the risk of not losing weight because of small slip-ups. Eating with chopsticks or my left hand. It really makes me slow down and focus on what I'm doing rather than mindless eating. It also helps me with portion size because I don't want to have to fumble through a big serving of something. After every couple bites, I think to myself, am I really still hungry enough to keep struggling through this, or have I had enough? Start building muscle. It seems like an odd suggestion at first when you realize that muscle will make you heavier, but the more muscle you have, the more calories you will burn while being inactive. I never saw any real progress in my weight loss until I used a relatively modest calorie deficit mixed with a small amount of cardio and a good amount of lifting. It's not talked about all that much, but don't be afraid to use lifting as a weight loss method. Setting yourself smaller achievable goals or challenges to do for the month. In the past, I tend to set myself goals that were wild, such as lose 30 plus kilos within less than 6 months. I have a history of failed diets and keeping up with workouts, so obviously that unattainable end goal would always fail, until I started to implement smaller goals and things I would do to achieve it. These goals can range from weight loss to your everyday diet and even workout regime. In my case, I did want to lose a significant amount of weight. However, I did not set myself a deadline to reach that, but rather set myself attainable or doable goals. At first, I got to the root of my issue, which was my diet, which I was always inconsistent with. 1 month, my goal was to cut out junk and sugar whilst increasing my water intake. Another month was to start considering macros. Then another would be a workout challenge. I am a person that is competitive and enjoy challenging myself, so setting rewards by the end of each month that do not sabotage your journey further encourages me to do my very best. A completed 30-day vegan diet and fitness challenge, I would buy myself a game or something that makes me feel happy. I know not everyone has the means to do it, but anything that will make you look forward to achieving a certain goal or completing a task will really help. By implementing this method, I've gone down from 110 kgs to 90 kilograms, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. There's always something out there for me to try out and spice up this journey to help me reach my end goal. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. Click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. Doorknob210 says, my results so far. First picture is me at 300, second is me at 220 pounds, almost to my first goal of 200. This community has helped me so much in keeping to my goals. Keep it up, all of you. You can do it. Azura Blackheart says, I set myself a goal of 70 kilos and am now only 3 kilos away from hitting it. Start 223 pounds, now 162 pounds, loss 61. Fire Walk With Me says, since moving back in with my parents, my weight was creeping back up to my most unfit and heaviest. By avoiding my parents' snacking habits, cooking healthy meals for them most nights, and incorporating Chloe Ting and 5-kilometer walks into my days, I'm 27 pounds down. So happy to wear the clothes I've always wanted. Thanks for sharing featured narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.